In terms of the thread being used, you can use the wax thread that comes in your kit. This thread is very interesting. It's actually not a thread, it's a cord because it's woven in, so it's very, very strong. You can do that, or you can use some other color thread that doesn't come in your kit, but just you happen to have it. What I want you to do is, I want you to wax it. So you want a little piece of candle and then just run through it. Of course, candles are made out of paraffin in this case. You can get natural wax candle, and all you want to do is just run your thread multiple times through, and it will be waxed. So what waxing does is it smooths out the thread so it doesn't get caught easily. It's easier to sew that way. So your thread is ready. Let's start sewing process. In order for you to sew, you want to start with the third hole. I've labeled them for you here. You don't have to do this with your book. This is so you know when I comment what I'm doing. So I want to go through the third hole from the back. And leave some of the thread hanging because we're going to be tying it later in a knot. So I'm going to go through. I'm going to loop around, and I'm going to go through it again from the back. So I just have created a loop. Then I'm going to go through the fourth hole. And I'm going to loop back. So I'll end up over here. I'm going to go through the fifth hole on the back. Like this, and keep the whole thing tight. And I'm gonna go back, loop through this, and go back through the fifth hole and exit right here. So next thing I want to do is I want to loop here and go through the fifth hole again. My next thing is to take care of the corners. So I'm going to go into the sixth hole. And this is going to be a smaller version of what I did in here. So I'm going to go through the sixth hole. I'm going to loop around it. Go back. Tight, and then go back through here. So now I got my corner. Do not forget to do the corners because the corners need to be strong. So now I'm right here. You want to go, when you're doing this binding, you want to go to the closest unfilled hole. So from here, from hole 6, I'm going to jump to the fifth hole again. So the next thing unfilled is the fourth hole. So I'm going to go back here. When I turn it, I can see that I need to go here. So now I'm back to the third hole where I started. I want to repeat exactly the same process for here. So I'm going to go to the second hole, come out and loop back into it. Like this. And just pull on it a little bit. And then you can see how the next hole to be filled is this one. Not this one, because we haven't done this one yet. So here. Repeat the process. Go around. Then go back. I haven't done this corner yet, so I have to loop back into it. The thing is, if you miss any of the corners, it's very easy fix. You can just undo your thread and just unthread everything and just start where the mistake was made, correct the mistake, and keep on going. So now you can see the front looks really good. I'm gonna flip it, and in the back, I will tie the knot. I will tie the knot over here, so like this. And I usually press with my finger so it holds strong. And here we go. You can do anything you want with this knot. You can braid it, you can leave it, you can cut it shorter. And the project is completed.